What is happening, everybody? It's Redhead Wonder 91, and we are back at it again. We are starting Tales of Iron 2 today. I've been looking forward to this for a little while now. Also, before we dive in, I do want to apologize for kind of going off schedule here. Me and my wife, we've been redoing the floors in our house. So yeah, kind of ate up all of my weekend, most of yesterday. But that project's mostly done. So we will be trying to get back to normal programming. I will be on tomorrow night as well, and kind of get things back in the groove. Also, I did add a nice little sub goal bar here. Bottom left hand of the screen. I'm trying to hit 30 before the 31st. I believe we can do it. So yeah, if you want to share this link with anybody, I would deeply appreciate it. But yeah, here we are. Tales of Iron 2. Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about it. Other than it is a little more dark and gritty than the first Tales of Iron that we just ran through. Has a little character creation, which I'm excited about. And yeah, shit's a little more Viking-esque. But hopefully, not the combat system and all that hasn't changed too much, and we should be able to run through this pretty easily, I'm hoping. I hope everybody had themselves a wonderful weekend. I did forget one thing. I will be right back. I apologize. Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And then they finally released a date for Doom, the Dark Ages. That's coming out on May 25th. So, we're probably starting in April. We're going to start running through all the Doom games again. Get a little hype going around that. That's probably my most anticipated game this year. And I think shortly after that, we should be getting the Elden Ring, whatever it's called. So we'll be hopping on that as well. But I think we've all had enough of me trying to talk for 10 minutes. So let's just dive on in and see what it's all about. Oh, we even get a choice of difficulty.
In the north, they thought they knew all there was to know of war. Until the War of the Rift. While the Southern King hid, warm in his keep, the Darkwings cut their bloody trail from frozen north to winter's edge. Alone, the Warden and his small garrison turned their whiskers to the icy wind.
The Witcher's voice actor to do this.
In a last barrage,
I think that was a good choice.
They wiped Batkind from the land and memory. With no sign of the Darkwing's return. In time, few believed them little more than a fairy's tale. But at Mount Cauldron, time had been all they needed. An old enemy claws free of their icy tomb and hungers for vengeance. But not all is lost. King Rattus brings north a cause for hope. A bastard prince, placed in the paws of the Warden of the Wastes to raise as his own. A secret of blood never to be told. Now, fate calls for a hero in a murderous screech, and one young rat will answer.
Yeah, no, I'm liking it. A little confused though, because King Rattus died in the first one. Oh, no, we're the bastard child in this one. Okay.
The stomp of his father's boots on the stair was how every morning began for Arlo.
Okay.
The booming shout to ready himself was louder still. But such was Lord Eivor's zeal at a new day. Dawn was breaking over Winter's Edge, and Arlo was yet to miss one.
Yeah, so they did quite a bit here as far as changing this up. Affects his roll. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it kind of really went up and beyond on this. Nice. Oh, you can even crap. Yeah. Alright, we're getting a little more RPG with it.
The castle echoed with the horns of the returning hunters, bringing their night's bounty. Arlo's little heart quickened to hear it. The only thrill to be found inside the high walls was a hunter's tales of what lay beyond them.
Oh no, I just realized. There we go.
Arlo tells himself it's a good life here in Winter's Edge. The bustling of contented rat folk, the crisp mountain air, And without the endless scourge of frogs the southerners suffer, why should he want for more? Arlo has no memory of his mother, but Hilda's food was a true taste of maternal kindness. With the right ingredients,
Okay.
she would make meals nourishing to body and soul. Tiki's shop was perhaps Arlo's favorite, as the shopkeeper had wares from far and wide. But getting him to part with his curiosities was never easy. There was no time for tales of the hunt today. Lord Eivor was already dividing what was an excellent haul, happy to see his people provided for. Arlo longed only to join the hunt, to see the Ratdom or even the lands beyond. His father called it a fool's wish. Arlo's destiny was unshakable, much like the keep that would become his by birthright.
Alright, so we're hooking everybody up. Oh. Oh, so we gotta start recording that.
Chief Mason Leaf was the rat Arlo most admired. As younger brother to Lord Eivor, his carefree uncle never faced the burden of being Warden of the Wastes. With walls this strong, his duties were light, leaving him plenty of time for his nephew. Krunk was a rat's rat, with no interests beyond his forge. If you have the parts, this Mastercraft's rat can make armor and weapons that would see off a sky scorcher bite, or so he claims. Arlo wondered how well they'd do against something that wasn't a myth.
That's pretty cool. Okay. So we got all sorts of different stuff now. Oh, okay. What do we have on here? There we go. I'm excited to see what the combat system's like, if they polish that up any.
The hunters had brought unwelcome news. A family of the reviled creatures ratfolk called Backstabbers had moved into the wastes. Eivor told his son to fetch his weapons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did quite the overhaul.
His father had no explanation for suddenly taking Arlo on a hunt. It even gave the hunters pause. Arlo had been taught to fight, and better than most. But rarely had he been tested. He was determined to prove himself. The rugged terrain of the outskirts could have taken all day to traverse, but Arlo's trusty grappling hook allowed him to swing between its many crevices.
So we got a grappling hook now. That's cool. That's cool.
Arlo liked the feel of a sharp axe cutting through the vines. The wilds were part of his home, and nothing in them would frighten him. The famous frostberry bushes of the wastes were in full fruit already. Their juice made a healthy tonic,
Okay.
though Lord Eivor preferred them fermented.
So why is how you drink that now? Okay.
His father was a sturdy rat, built for strength, not speed. So Arlo found it curious that he challenge him to a race. The prospect of the hunt had filled Lord Eivor with a vigor that his son had not seen in years, or at least since breakfast.
Alright.
A warden fights the hardest battles, he told Arlo, and needs the sharpest blade. With that, Eivor gifted Arlo his own sharpening whetstone.
Okay, so it's not a
Whether these beasts were named
necessity.
for their spines or for some past unforgivable deed, no rat knew. Either way, Arlo was about to find himself at the pointy ends of this brood. Even young backstabber red attacks were brutal, but a well-timed dodge would see Arlo escape unscathed. This backstabber lived up to its name with its deadly white attack. But Arlo's shield could block the deadly spikes. This young one used vicious yellow attacks. Arlo had to time his parries perfectly.
Oh, they changed it. Okay.
This mother had left her young to fight alone, but the same could not be said of Lord Eivor as he leapt to his son's side.
Nice.
It was Lord Eivor's mighty blade that took her head, but the fight was won together.
Oh. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna enjoy this quite a bit, actually.
Arlo basked in
What's
his
up,
father's
dude?
pride, almost as warm as at the fire inside Winter's Edge.
Alright, so we're heading our way back. How's your night going, man?
Triumphant and keen to tell the tale of his son's victories, Lord Eivor set to a night of drinking with the elders.
Hell yeah. I feel our good time is gonna come to an end, though. Oh, we're getting blacked out drunk. That's cool.
Arlo was reluctant to return to his bed, wondering how long he must wait to hunt again. The booming footsteps that woke him this time were nothing like those of his father.
Oh, it's getting real. Whiffed.
found his father. The Warden stood alone, holding back a whole Darkwing army, their cruel Count Kazak leading them.
Oh no.
His father charged, but the Darkwing Count was as fast as he was strong. The Winter's crown tumbled to Arlo's feet, now without a head to rest on. There was no time to grieve his father, as from above the Count revealed his greatest weapon, a Sky Scorcher. Not a fairy's tale, but an undead beast whose very breath could level kingdoms. And its eye was trained on Arlo. All that came next was a fog of bloodlust, snapping jaws, and the beating of leathery wings.
I was kind of telling you where they're gonna land now.
No victory. Arlo awoke, groggy and warm to his father's shouts. Only he wasn't in bed. The warmth was from the fire that had engulfed Winter's Edge, and the shouts were his uncle's. The only other survivor of the Darkwing attack, Leaf was bruised and his hind paws barely steady. He'd seen villagers flee to the outskirts. Arlo knew it was up to him to make them safe.
Oh, so I don't have nothing now? I had all that cool gear. I was stoked. It's all been taken away.
He'd know these anywhere. Krunk's smithy hammer and Hilda's chef's knife. Arlo wondered why they would leave them here.
Yeah, combat's different. Oh my goodness. There we go.
With the attack at Winter's Edge, no hunters had come to check their traps. Arlo thought he might find a use for them.
That's cool.
Found the reason his friends had fled. The taunting shrieks revealed that this was Baron Frostovik, son of the Darkwing who took his father, and therefore a perfect target for his revenge.
Oh, the pairing is way more. That's the Tales of Iron we love. Dude, they punish you now for the... Holy Christ. Yeah, they tightened everything up. This is gonna be good. I can feel the frustration already. Oh, I can fix that. There we go. Thank you for the heads up. There we go. Nice. I keep whiffing those. Ah. Yeah, they really shortened all the windows. I'll wait for the second one. No, we ain't gonna make it. There we go. There it is! Woo!
His foe was beaten, but seeing what had been inflicted on Hilda and Krunk, Arlo's need for vengeance was only growing.
Oh. Yeah, no, this one's gonna be a lot rougher than the first one. That was just the intro.
Arlo suddenly wished to be within the walls of Winter's Edge, to hear the boot and boom of his father at dawn, a sound he realized he'd never hear again. He needed to return to whatever was left and make his plan.
I was hoping maybe something popped back up there. Alright, let's go make our plan. Hopefully get our good armor back. Maybe a little bit more than a sneeze for health here.
Spent from his journey, Arlo fell into his father's chair, the one thing still standing in the ashy ruin. It was his chair now, along with the title of Warden of the Wastes.
Oh.
Arlo's shoulders slumped at the weight of it, but only for a moment. The Dark Wings had nearly scorched the ratdom to ash before, and now it was for him to stop them. He was going to rebuild Winter's Edge, a beacon of hope from which to drive back the Shadow. This much Arlo knew. No rat would rebuild Winter's Edge on an empty stomach. The kitchen had to be fixed and stocked. Leaf suggested Arlo visit the Night Eyes of the Golden Forest, known for their hearty food. Arlo hoped rat wasn't the key ingredient.
That's cool. There'll be a lot more, looks like, traveling around here.
The smoke had attracted help in the unlikely form of a pirate. Captain Blacktail had seen many towns razed in his years, usually by his own paw. A fact he chose not to mention as he offered his services. The ship King Rattus's Revenge would take the young warden wherever he had need to go.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot bigger of a game.
The autumnal gold canopy glimmered in the sunlight, held high by the silver boughs. There was no denying the wonder of the Golden Forest.
Oh, we got bug juice like before. I don't have access to that yet.
The peace Arlo found beneath the leaves was not to last. A shrill cry cut through the calm, a call for help. The hoots came from inside the bug farm, along with a stench of pond scum and villainy. A frog trap.
What the hell was that? Oh. Oh, looks like there's day-night cycles, maybe, up in that top right corner. You guys can't see it because my lovely face is in the way, but...
Grateful for her rescue, Erica the Ranger offered to guide Arlo to the hidden village of Nestminster.
Nice.
Nestminster's entrance was guarded. Under their helmet, the eyes of the guards seemed to glow. Was he prey walking into a hunter's camp? Arlo could not help but gasp at the sight. He had never seen a place so ornately crafted. It was nothing like the cold stone of home. The Parliament was deep in session when Erica and Arlo entered. The Night Eye elders listened, still as statues, to the pleading of a chef whose daughter Frey was missing. Erica threw herself forward, proclaiming she would rescue the chef's daughter and needed no help. Then she was gone,
Crap.
leaving Arlo to face the elders alone. The elders' staring eyes unnerved Arlo. But when they asked him to protect Erica, he did not refuse. Frey's father told them she wanted fish for a new soup recipe. He told her never to go to the dangerous Moonlight Pond, but she was stubborn as she was brave.
Nice.
The chef handed Arlo a few poison antidotes without explanation. Arlo wondered what could go in soup that would have him so scared.
Well, let's just see what's over here real quick. Ah. Yep, so we do have day-night cycles. That's cool.
Erica said they must be as stealthy as the owls of old. She gave him a bow carved
I
from the
just
silver
bought one.
boughs, quiet as a whisper, deadly as a talon. A white feather. Erica knew it was Frey's. They were on the right path.
Yeah, we're getting there.
A frog scouting party squatted in the mushroom farm. Arlo's arrows would make swift work of them. warriors emerged,
There we go.
shaken but grateful. Arlo had never met stripe snouts before. Badger brothers Marco and Lorenzo's keen eyes had seen Frey go by, headed for the pond.
Nope. So I didn't want to do that.
At Moonlight Pond, Frey was already preparing to leave. Her hunt, it seemed, was not done. With a hoot about an egg, she was gone.
An egg. Seems like a boss arena.
The farmer card. What it lacks in power, it makes up for in its positive qualities. The sky flashed with a blinding light. Suddenly, towering before him stood an imposing figure, his flaming sword heating the air around Arlo. Thrusting his sword into the air, the stranger imparted his gift onto the young warden. Gift pulsing through his body,
That's cool.
filling him with a burning desire to avenge his father and rid the North of the Darkwing scum.
It is crazy the jump from the mechanics in the last game to this one is very noticeable
Tunnels
but
are rarely
familiar.
used by Night Eyes, who prefer an open sky above. Arlo knew dangerous creatures lurked in such dark places.
Must be nice having all that health. You can just launch yourself off of things. Reptiles. Huh. Well, you know, we gotta go check it out. A bird skull. Yep. That's cool.
Ray had found a whole nest of eggs. She was uninterested in who the owner might be, but the mother Slither Scale was very interested in her.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I'm out of arrows.
Side by side, Erica and Arlo forced the Slither Scale from its lair. Erica would not leave Frey to travel alone. They would see him back at the Parliament.
Oh, sorry, we can. Nope, we're gonna go check that out. Apparently we're not gonna go check that out. Go. Ooh. Ow. I feel I'm gonna die to gravity a lot more than enemies in this one. That's where I just came. Okay. We're gonna work our way.
Erica and Frey held wings as they asked Arlo and the elders for their blessing. They wanted to leave and start their own kitchen at Winter's Edge. All agreed. Arlo hoped slither scale eggs would not be on the menu.
That's cool. Alright, so only explore that area. And that area. Yeah. Now we can head out.
Arlo was keen to head home, but an owl called Sigrid stopped him. As Chancellor, she had a budget for someone to deal with the local slither scale problem. If he wanted the job, he best join her in the Rangers Guild.
There's a nice comfy bed. Nice. We can get my axe back. Hopefully I have the supplies. Yeah, we do. Oh, this is starting up off. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, they really stepped this up.
The Owl Rangers had been hunting all night, following the sounds of 1,000 tiny feet. This was a battle they did not wish to do alone. Arlo wondered how many they would be facing. Arlo had heard the sniffling of the heron leagues away. Ernest was the most skilled fisherman in the Ratdom, or had been. In between sobs, he told Arlo he'd dropped his best rod in a well. The warden offered to find it, if only to stop the noise.
That goes down into that. Alright. Yeah. Excuse me. So can you like fast travel now? Hell yeah, that's cool. Alright, so I have to find his rod. Okay.
Centipedes. Northerners called them a death march. They would march no more when the warden was done. The first nest was destroyed. As a way to pay for the keep, he relished the challenge and almost wished there were more than one nest left.
I'll be careful what you wish for.
Arlo braced for an onslaught of tiny, deadly feet, but the second nest was empty. As he started to destroy the nest, he felt the fur on the back of his neck stand on end.
doing nothing for damage. Oh. Yep. We're gonna switch up our weapons here. Up our poison resistance. What's our weight at? 21. We can do that. I do like that you don't need the chests or anything like that anymore. Makes it a little easier to kind of navigate these battles, I guess. What the hell? Oh. I do not remember these guys here before. Dude, they hit like trucks. I have no health for this. Yeah. Huh. Now they're not here. Nice. There it is.
Marlowe understood now how one beast could feel like an army. He wondered if he would get a bonus for felling this giant as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Guys, I know tonight was kind of a short stream, but I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. But we will be picking right back up as of tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow around 7 o'clock, I'll be getting on, and we'll continue on our way through Tales of Iron 2.